What's up, YouTube? Now, obviously, since the Super Bowl ended, there's been a lot of talk about Cam Newton and his post-game etiquette, if you will, and him storming out, or not storming out, but him just getting up and saying, "Yeah, I'm done." Let me talk about the getting up and saying I'm done and just walking off. I don't mind that because one, you just lost the biggest game of your entire career to this point. And why would you have the winning team and the losing team that close to each other right after the game ended? Whoever designed that is an idiot of the highest order. And you hear Chris Harris in the background saying, we wanted Cam Newton to throw. That was our game plan because tantamount. That would be that if he could beat us throwing, then we're fine with that. That's basically what he was saying. And you see Cam Newton's face like, mind you, he just lost, and you have a guy saying that with an earshot. I would have gotten up too, because guess what? If he had stayed there and said something to Chris Harris, I guarantee you we'd be talking about something else that transpired as opposed to him just walking out. So that was a kudos to Cam Newton, because me personally, if I just lost a Super Bowl, I'm sitting here saying, "What you say, Chris Harris? What? And he might have said, you heard what I said. And I would have been like, oh, for real? Like that? Okay. And maybe something might have transpired from that. So I thought it was a smart move for Cam Newton to just say, you know what? I just need to go. I just need to go. I'm going to leave. Now, everybody was looking at his demeanor, Cam Newton's demeanor, and saying, oh, now that you lost, you salty, and you can't really answer questions. On one hand, I completely agree with that, because I feel that if you can do all the interviews when everything is going right, you sit here, you're doing the dabs and everything, you're willing to talk to the media, you gotta sit there and take the lumps when you lose. That it's almost like those it's like the superstars. Actors, where they sit there and say, "Oh, I love signing autographs. I love all the cameras and everything." But all of a sudden, when you go to a grocery store and fans ask you for an autograph, you're annoyed. It goes both ways, That's the price you pay for being a superstar, and that's the price you pay for being one of the better quarterbacks in the league and the face of a franchise. Fair enough. But I'm gonna tell you, on the other hand, how it is that. Because what I just said was a great ideology in a how do you say? What I just said was great in theory, but in all practicality, it doesn't work, because some of the biggest chauvinists and just this cocky athletes are some of the worst losers. They don't want to do anything. They just want to sit there and say whatever. I don't want to talk to anybody. That's just how life is. Some of the people with the biggest mouths, when they get proved wrong, they're quiet, and they don't want to have anybody. They don't want to hear it from anybody who was right. That's just how the world works. Is it fair? No, not really. Now, I understand if you're gonna criticize Cam Newton for not having the same enthusiasm, or not just having the same will to answer every question. But if we're going to criticize him, why in the hell don't we criticize Bill Belichick? I mean, we sit here and we have to sit here and hear him mumble through an interview. Like, really? And he gives these one-word answers, or these snide answers. I'm just like, really? Nobody criticizes Bill Belichick. We all sit here and revere and say, oh, that's just Bill. He's just being Bill. He's being cagey, if you will. No. Nobody criticizes Bill Belichick. And to some degree, Greg Popovich in the NBA. He's kind of standoffish, even though he's a very nice guy outside of his coaching arena, and all of his players love him. I give him that. But none of the people in society or pundits criticize those two coaches. But yet, we're sitting here flaming Cam Newton. Like, if you're going to flame Cam Newton, be consistent with every case. Don't sit here and say, well, Bill's just being Bill. We already know he doesn't give us good interviews. Let that go. And then all of a sudden, Cam Newton, he just tra-la-la-la. And we're like, oh, really? Really? Well, he's a sore loser. And I will admit, Cam Newton said it best, because any good loser is a loser. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But we have to be consistent in the critiques that we have among athletes and coaches, because we are not consistent. We have to be consistent. That's my biggest pet peeve with society right now. We are not consistent, because I guarantee you, Bill Belichick can lose the Super Bowl next year, and he'll sit there and say, "Well, we didn't get it done." Blah blah blah. And is there any other questions? And then we'll sit there and say, "Oh, thanks, Bill." Or Bill will just walk off, and we'll sit there and say, "Oh, no, Bill's upset. He lost the game. He lost the big game of the year. Well, it's okay. We'll give him a pass." But Cam Newton, all of a sudden, we're like, "Really? Show some sportsmanship." He just lost the biggest game of his career. Let's show him some kind of sympathy, if you will. That's my biggest critique. Like, be consistent. Now, what I will criticize Cam Newton for, it's in the game. You have a fumble. You try to go for the fumble, and then you stop. And the Denver Broncos defense recovers a fumble, and you're sitting there saying, and you respond to that saying, what if I had gone for that fumble at that angle? I would have gotten hurt. Dude, are you serious out here? This is the Super Bowl. This is Super Bowl 50. You don't know if you're going to come back to the big day, the big dance. And you sitting here saying, I might get hurt. You got Thomas Davis playing with a broken arm. What's wrong with you? You're going to sit here and say, I might have gotten hurt. Boy. That right there, you can criticize him. I'll even criticize him for that. The hell you talking about? I might have gotten hurt, and it's a Super Bowl. There is no tomorrow. One game and the rest of your life. What the hell are you saving yourself for? And at that point in the game was close, and they could have had a chance to come back. And you sitting here hesitating. You go die for that ball. What's wrong with you? Come on, Cam Newton. You're better than that. You're better than that. Now, that's my reaction to Cam Newton's response. Him walking off. Don't have a problem with that. If we're gonna be consistent, let's criticize every player and every coach who doesn't give us great answers, or who has a piss poor demeanor doing a post game in which the game they lost. Let's be consistent. But me personally, you criticize. The real story should be him not going for a loose ball where he had a chance to recover and have a chance to bring his team back. That's what I have a problem with. The hell with the post-game interview, because they always ask the same dumb questions anyway. Well, what did you see out there, and how do you feel to lose this game, and how do you come back next year? Who cares? Who cares? We'll talk about a play of the game. Not the play of the game, but a play in the game where you have a fumble and you're sitting here just choking. What's wrong with you, Cam Newton? You're better than that. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'm out.